Hey guys, it's me again, back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving you some of the tips and tricks that I use to get dubs on the Nike sneakers app in 2020. No bots, none of that, just 100% manual cop. 100% free, you're not going to need to buy anything extra for this. And I've gone my fair share of dubs on the Nike sneakers app. I actually got 2 pairs of Sakai's. I actually sold those a while ago. I got the Jordan 3 Royals, which I did talk about in my last video. If you have not watched that video, make sure you watch that video when you're done watching this one. And of course, I got the Obsidian Jordan 1s on the sneakers app as well. They're back there, as you can see. Alright, but enough about my sneakers. It's time to teach you how to get some dubs on the sneakers app. So let's get right into it. Alright, so tip number 1 is going to be a pretty obvious tip, but you'd be surprised how many people take L's on the sneakers app because of this. Set your alarm. I've made the mistake of forgetting to set an alarm before and missing out on some sneaker drops. So make sure you set an alarm, I'd say at least 15 minutes before the sneakers drop, just so you could wake up and get yourself prepared to go take the dub on the app. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Make sure you set an alarm and wake up on time. What you're also going to do in the time that you have before the drop, like the 15 minutes of free time you have before the sneakers drop, make sure that you check the speed of all the available Wi-Fi networks that you have. So if you have 2 Wi-Fi networks, check the speed of that. If you have cellular data, check the speed of that. So I'm actually going to show you guys how to do it. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now. So you could actually go on Google or whatever internet browser you use. You could look up internet speed test. And there's actually an internet speed test that will tell you how fast your internet is. So just make sure you test all the possible Wi-Fi networks that you have before the drop, so you know which one is the fastest, because that is probably going to be the one you want to use. Alright, so tip number 2, there's kind of 2 tips in here, but this is still before the drop even takes place. You're going to want to make sure that you close out all your tabs. So you double tap the iPhone button, or if you have an X or something, I don't know how it works, but the thing where you go and close out your tabs, I would recommend that you close out all your tabs, because if those tabs are still running, it could really slow down the process of trying to get the sneakers on the sneakers app. So closing down your tabs, all the other tabs except for the sneakers app, is one thing I would recommend. And a really big thing that I would actually recommend is make sure that your phone is on Do Not Disturb, because if you are trying to get that shoe and someone happens to call you when you're trying to get the shoe, then you're going to be pretty mad when that happens. And trust me, it's happened to me before. I've gotten phone calls when I've been trying to get some shoes on the sneakers app, and yeah, I really got pissed off when that happened. So make sure you turn on Do Not Disturb so that you don't get any interruptions while you're trying to get the sneakers. So that's it for those tips. Let's move on to the next ones. Alright, so this is another tip that you probably 100% want to have done. This is something you should 100% do, or else there's basically no chance of you getting any shoes on the sneakers app. So I'm going to show you guys right now. Something's going to pop up right here actually. So you're going to want to go to your sneakers app, open your sneakers app up, and go to your profile. Well, first of all, as you can see here, it's proof that I actually did get these shoes on the sneakers app. The Sakai's and the Jordan 3s my dad got, so it won't show up here. So you're going to go to your account settings, and what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have your gender filled in, male, your shoe size, whatever shoe size it be. Make sure you have your payment information, your shipping information, your country, region. Make sure you get Touch ID, Face ID, whatever identification, face scanning technology your phone uses. Make sure you have that down, because that's going to make the process of getting the sneakers a lot faster, because you do not want to be trying to get some shoes and You just have to type in all of this stuff. Make sure you have this stuff saved. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys. So let me show you an example. Let's just go to something in stock. So these laser blue Air Maxes, you just click there, and bam, it'll already have the size, the shipping, the payment, all of that there for you. Just click buy now, use your Touch ID, and then you're in line, or you're on the way to check out the shoe. So make sure you fill out that information. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys. Alright, so another tip of advice that I'd have for you is to make sure you're refreshing your sneakers app about 5 minutes before the shoe is dropping, so you're just caught up on the information. But 1 minute before the shoe drops, I would highly recommend not refreshing the page at all, or maybe just being more careful with the way you're refreshing the sneakers app, because when the shoe actually drops, Nike will refresh the page for you. So the buy button will be visible right away, because in the past that wouldn't be the case. You'd have to refresh to see the buy button pop up, but that's not the case anymore. So just make sure about a minute before the shoes drop that you're being more slow with the refreshing, or not refreshing at all, so that you and Nike don't refresh the page at the same time, because that most likely will slow down the process of getting the shoes. Alright, so once you know how to refresh, you have your information down, your shipping information, your payment information, all of that stuff, you should be good to go. But my final tip or piece of advice for you is to get help, because right now the sneaker market is full of bots that are eating up all of the sneakers. So if you have a friend or a family member that could help you get shoes on the sneakers app, is really going to increase your chances. I asked my mom and my dad for help, and my dad's been successful with some of the sneaker drops in the past. He's gone the Royal 3s, as I said before, the Sakai LD Waffles, he's gone those. So yeah, definitely ask for help, a family member or maybe a friend that could help you out. And if they don't know how to use the sneakers app, then you just send them this video right here, so they get a breakdown and know all the tips and tricks they should know to make it easier for them to get dubs on the sneakers app. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully you guys could get some dubs on the sneakers app in the future. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what's the last shoe you got on the sneakers app, or maybe you haven't gotten a shoe on the sneakers app at all. You can follow me on Instagram. The Instagram is, of course, Ethan.Wong34. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.